Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. I am Michelle Fox from Michelle Fox Beauty. My website is michellefoxonline.com, and we are in the middle of a summer makeover. This is our 5th week out of 6. Next week's the last one, and each week we're featuring different looks, different undertones, different intensities, and different application techniques. And so it's just been a real learning experience for all of us. Today's look is very unique. I cannot wait to show you. I was so surprised. This is the look that surprised me the most. Okay. But before we do anything, please do me a solid. I keep making the thing shake. I got to remember not to touch the table. If you are watching on YouTube, if you would take a moment to subscribe, it would mean so much to me. To be perfectly honest, I rarely subscribe to YouTube channels. You know, I watch it when I want to, and I don't really feel obligated to do anything else. But here's the thing. Our number of subscribers impacts what we have access to as far as the tools available to us. And I'm kind of in the middle right now where I've got more than 1,000, so I'm monetized, but I have less than 10,000, which means that I cannot access some really key tools. So I would love it if you would just take a moment to subscribe. It would really help me to accomplish that. If you're watching on Facebook, please follow my page, Michelle Fox Beauty, so that you are notified of the next look. Okay, so let's see what we're talking about here. The look this week is called Island Breeze. And to look at this lovely person, it looks very soft and subdued, kind of a barely there. However, when you look at the actual products, they are bold. This, I have never, ever, ever used this cheek color or sold it. It is bright orange, just like it looks. It is bright orange. And this blue liner is very beautiful. But what's different is that you're lining top and bottom with this, pretty dramatic liner. And then all you put on your lids is just one very soft, very subtle color. So I really did not think I would care for it. And then the lip is very, very light. This is called Sheer Illusion, and it's exactly that. It's quite sheer. So let's break down what we're going to do just ahead of time. And it's also giving you time to run and get your makeup brushes and all that good stuff if you want to do this with me. We are going to start by lining top and bottom with that blue liner, then applying the rose gold shadow, then going back over the liner. We've got the bright orange on the cheeks, and we are using a lip liner this week, which is really important since we're using such a light gloss. So, and I got one other little surprise to tell you. Okay, I'm not actually live. I'm alive. But I'm not actually live. I had an opportunity to go on a vacation with some girlfriends, and so I am there right now. So I recorded this. All the other makeovers have been done live, and that's been a lot of fun. So if you are commenting, I will come back and I will reply, but I can't do it right now because I'm laying in the sun or something like that. So I did have the option of recording it and then posting it as if it were live. I feel a little, devious or something. I don't know, like I'm being deceptive. So that's why I had to come clean. But I'm going to try to do this without editing it as if it were live, so it has the same flavor, okay? And if you're watching the replay, watching now, whatever, I'd love to hear where you're watching from. If you're trying this with me, what you think about this look, and any comments that you have for me. So I am using a blue liner. It's really like, it's navy blue, but I think it's just called blue. It's a waterproof liner from Mary Kay. All of the makeup that I'm using today is from Mary Kay, because this look is part of the Mary Kay Summer Makeover contest that ends August 31st. So I'm just kind of taking this opportunity to showcase their products, and I guess we can move on from there. Okay, so we're going to take the blue waterproof eyeliner, line top and bottom, and I usually do top first. And I'm really low on this eyeliner, so I may have to switch, run and find a new one before we're done. I don't know. I thought I had a lot more left. But this is a really pretty color. And it says to line the whole thing all across the top all across the bottom. And then not only that, but we're going to come back and we're going to do it again after we put the powder on. All right, so that's that one. And because it's a waterproof liner, it does set pretty quickly. So you don't want to dilly-dally. And yet, you can still smudge it and smooth it with a brush, which we're going to do that too. That's part of the look. I do usually make it a little thicker, I guess, at the end to kind of give it a little bit of lift. You know, not really a cat eye. Like a baby, like a kitten. Oh, brother. Okay, so I did top and bottom, both sides. And the instructions say to take a smudger brush, which just is a small head brush, and to go over it to, you know, this is going to help you even it out if you've got any gaps. It also gives it a more smudgy, smoky look to it, just kind of a softer look. But interestingly enough, let me go back and put more on. So I'm sure there's a method to the madness. So all of these looks, another bonus of this is that they were curated by professional makeup artists. So this isn't just me saying, oh, this is how I do my makeup every day. This is, these are looks that were specially put together just to showcase a variety, like I said, a variety of intensities and shades and techniques. So we lined top and bottom, went over it with a smudger brush. And now we're using a shadow called Rose Gold. And it's kind of funny. I have a huge palette of colors, but the names of the colors have all kind of rubbed off. So I was like, is this one Rose Gold or is this one Rose Gold? So to be absolutely sure I'm using the right one, I'm using samples. So Rose Gold is just a really soft, subtle, shimmery color. And I usually think of it as a highlight, but this is to be put all over the lid and then up into the crease, I believe, right? Maybe I should look at that a second. I do have a problem remembering the instructions. Hold on. Let me go back to my picture over here. Talk amongst yourselves. All right. So I'll go back here and look at this. Island Breeze. So it says, elevate your look by sweeping the eyeshadow across eyelids using the all over eyeshadow brush. That's it, just lids. Okay. So the all over eyeshadow brush is a wider brush. It's just a very traditional brush. So I loaded it up, packing it on, and we're just staying right on the lid. So again, you know, when I was looking at this, before I tried it, this is like the second, or I think it's the third time I've actually put this look on because I really ended up liking it a lot. But before, when I was just looking at the instructions and looking at the different products, I thought, wow, this is just not even going to show up on me. But because it's a shimmer, and because you've got that really pretty blue kind of drawing people's attention, it absolutely shows up. And it is very, very beautiful. I'm learning a lot about shimmer. I have stayed away. I'm going to use another sample because I don't get lots on there. For the most part, I stay away from shimmer because I don't like to emphasize the texture on my lids. But, you know, makeup is more sophisticated than it's ever been. And there's something called satin, which is sort of like between a shimmer and a matte. And the mica pieces that reflect are even smaller. And so it's really easy to blend. And so I kind of feel like a lot of these, you know, so-called shimmer shades are more like a satin because they really have not emphasized the crepiness of my lids. A couple of them, like last week's, I felt like did a little bit, the gold status and the shiny penny. But this week, no, the rose gold just seems just softer or something. I don't know. All right. We don't want to belabor the issue. So how simple is that? One eye shade, one eye color. I mean, I never use just one eye color. So that was another reason why I was like, am I going to like this or not? But I did. I like it a lot. Same thing with the cheek color. I'm just using a sample because not only do I not have this in my repertoire, I don't even have it in my inventory. This color, I have, when we first came out with this color, I looked at it and I thought, who would wear that color? Like, it just seemed so bright and dark, like dark orange. But like everything else during this series, I have been surprised. So I'm loading it up, but tap off the excess. And it's all about, application and how much you apply. But I'm just using very soft strokes and just applying it on my cheekbone. And it's really pretty. It's really pretty. I'll tell you what, this has absolutely made me try things that I would never have tried otherwise. And every one of them has been a pleasant surprise. So the other blush that I tried was Shy Blush, which I just never thought I would like, but I really liked it a lot. So it does benefit you to go outside of your comfort zone. I'm kind of doing up here a little bit just to give me a little color, look a little peaked. It benefits you to try something new. Okay, I got way more on this side than this side, so let me even it out. That's something to. Here's a little takeaway: is that especially as we age, we are not symmetrical, and so rather than trying to make everything look exactly the same, because that's so frustrating, you really want to make sure that you have like the same intensity. So I just had more on one side than the other, so I tried to balance it out. And about the same placement. So I don't want to put one cheek color down here and one up here. But, our brows are different. Our eyes are different. My lips are different. God bless us all. I mean, it's all good. So that's that. I mean, it's pretty. It looks good. It doesn't even look super orange. It doesn't, I was like, I'm very humbled. I'm humbled by this. The color that I thought I would never in a million years use, I did. Oh, we didn't go over it again with the blue. Okay. We were supposed to, after smudging, do the top with that blue one more time. I think I have just enough to accomplish that. I think that is just to make sure that it's just nice and bold. Which, why did we use the smudger brush? I don't know. I'm not a makeup artist. I'm not the one that put it together. I just follow the instructions, which, by the way, if you follow these instructions, if you do it exactly, use these exact shades in this exact technique, you can enter makeover contest. It's very easy to enter. It's just an online, just submit your picture online, and you don't even have to have a before. It's just your after, so that's nice. So all you need is, if you're using these shades, this technique, you can upload your after picture, and you could win. 5 people are going to win $5,000 and $500 of Mary Kay products. Nice. Okay. We're almost done, people. So lip liner, again, this is beige nude, just a very soft, subtle, barely there. When it comes to lip liner, you can match your lips or you can match your lipstick. If you want to go crazy and be kind of like reminiscent of the 80s, you can go darker than your lipstick. I think that might come back. I do. But usually you're just matching one or the other. And this beige nude, it's a little lighter than my actual lips. But every week I'm doing it exactly as written. Just because. These lip liners are waterproof as well. Something that I've been kind of struggling with is that since I really like the hydrated look of the Supreme Hydrating Lipstick and lip gloss, I have to reapply it a little more often. The more moisture, the less staying power it has. I've mentioned that before. And so something you can do if you really want the best of both worlds is to cover your entire lip with your liner. It's waterproof. That color is going to stay, and then layer your hydrating lipstick or your lip gloss on top, and it's going to last so much longer. But for this look, I just outlined my lips, and then we're using Sheer Illusion. This color is so pretty. It's iridescent. I mean, it is so, so pretty. One of my favorites. And Usually I wear it on top of something else because it's not even a color. I mean, you see what I'm saying? It's like there's hardly any actual pigment to it. It's more of an effect. And so usually I layer this on top of something else. But for this look, you are using a light nude liner and this seriously barely there lip gloss. And that's it. That is it. I am Island Girl. So simple, so pretty, so fresh. I can't believe I'm getting away with just one eyeshadow color. I can't believe I'm wearing that bright orange cheek. And that the lips look so pretty, even though like that, like I said, this color, Sheer Illusion, is barely even a color. Like it reminds me of Intensity Controller. We used to have a lipstick called Intensity Controller, and it's that kind of vibe. So, but I have liked this look so much so that, like I said, this is the third-ish time that I've done it because I was really impressed with it. And it's so easy. Like, how fast was this? I mean, my gosh, we've only been on for a few minutes and we're done. So this was by far the easiest, quickest look. If you are commenting, thank you. And I will come back and reply when I'm off of vacation. Let me show you what we're going to do next week, which is going to be our last week in the makeover series. But this is not the last week ever. I every single week come on with a new blog, particularly focusing on skincare and makeup tips for women over 50. But I think women of all ages usually can gain something from it. Next week, we are going to feature Mauve Haze, which is another soft makeup look, really simple, but a lot of pinks. So if you've been waiting for pink, next week is your week. And then beyond that, I will continue to have other fascinating topics. So make sure that you are following, that you're subscribed, that you're part of our community. I have a private Facebook group called Beauty Through the Ages, if you'd like to be part of that. But every single week, I try to bring value to your life, teach you a little something, encourage you, and help you to make adjustments to your skincare and makeup so that you can continue looking and feeling your best. So that's where I'm coming from. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you very, very much. And thanks for letting me take a vacation. I will see you live for real next week, Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern, when we talk about Mauve Haze. I will see you then.